the flat. Touchdown with a snatch. Teammate holding back and the stadium is packed. Riding with my dogs, ha, Baker getting blocked. Browns ain't bad for wounds, yeah, it's cause Cleveland rocks. Ain't nobody fourth down punting. Yeah, the Browns ain't punting. Steelers fans are scared of us, and every team we crush it. Baker's the X Factor, we got the last laughter. Favorite in division, you can go and ask them. Draft day was our movie, new regime and new team. We used to be gloomy, now we getting loosey. Ain't nobody fourth down punting.
Alright, we got Meg.
I'm the Angry Browns fan on special assignment for Dogs on the Run, back in the Muni lot, and if there's one thing that I hate, are Steelers fans. Let's go find them. What do you guys think about Steelers fans?
They suck!
There he goes. We're going to cross the street and see what's going on over there.
We looked for a tailgate vehicle. Somebody was selling it, and I had to have it.
Was there a dead body in it?
Yes, there was.
That dude just fell out his ass. How many ladies do you pick up in this thing?
None. None ever.
I'm the Angry Browns fan on special assignment for Dogs on the Run.
All right, we're here. Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. Live from our different places of residence. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Wednesday Night Quarterbacks. What's up, Glenn? What's up, Liz? What's up, Tom? Tell your friends, share it on your Facebook page, get everybody in here. If you want to join us live, you see the number at the top. Go to zoom.us and hit the code 599-401-010.
You know you want to call.
We're not trying to score. You know you want to come in here and hang out with us. If nothing else, come in for the predictions. Pop in, say what's up, give your prediction, and leave. But that's towards the end of the show, so. Anywho.
What's on the agenda today, John?
Thanks, James.
And Glenn's already lobbying for his point. Funny that you should ask. There again is our call-in number at the top, 929-205-6099. We're going to go through some quotes. We got some doozies this week, not going to lie. I got some other ones that are okay. We'll do our What the Hell Did We Just Watch recap of the game and some stats.
Okay.
Got a little Here We Go Brownies slides, including some memes from last week's episode. And you heard it here first, a look at the Dolphins and getting our predictions in there.
And for those of you that have libations handy, whenever you see a blue page break, there you go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
There are several prominently placed page breaks.
Oh, man, I feel like a dick. I don't have anything to drink.
I finally have a cup of someone on the team. Thank you, McDonald's.
Oh, Dell. All right. Nice.
I gotta. You guys carry right on with these wonderful quotes as I go get something to quench my thirst.
Well, you're the one who can guess. Whatever. You can't. Why? I kind of want to wait for him to come back.
We probably should before we do the quotes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Go
Okay.
back to the agenda slide. There's only two people watching anyway. Maybe three, right? Liz and Tom and Glenn. Liz and Tom, it was fun hanging out with you on Thursday night, going to see Thursday Night Football and hanging in the Muni lot.
It was a great night. I had fun.
Ed's watching. Ed is a Steeler fan.
Oh.
Ooh, boy, he's not going to like some of these slides.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
But we love Ed.
How'd you like Mason Rudolph's prepared apology today?
I read that he read it, and I was like,
He read it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Whatever.
Jackass.
So Tom says the Muni was weird. I think that's the good weird. And Liz said that Thursday was spectacular, which it was.
Did you guys run into the NFL Thursday Network?
Yeah, we went over there. We
Joe
went over there.
Thomas? Nice.
Joe Thomas, Steve Smith, what's Michael Irvin, and the Eye Candy.
Oh, Colleen Wolf?
I don't know.
Colleen Wolf.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she's pretty good looking.
Me and this Steeler fan were talking. He's like, "Who's the white dude?" I'm like, "That's," and Brian's like, "That's Joe Thomas."
How close were they in relation to where you guys usually?
They were right down. They were right across the Muni lot. Like we
That's
walked
cool,
over.
man.
Yeah, we walked through like 2 sets of cars and we're
Yeah,
behind them.
You should have parked there.
probably
You
20
should've.
yards. Let's say 20
man.
yards away.
I'd say that. Yeah. Glenn says Thursday was a blast. Great crowd. Least number of Steelers fans he's seen in years,
Yeah,
and that
for-
is
as far-
true.
Which is good. There
That
was
is
a
true.
few in the club area, but not too many.
All right, we waited for you to do the quotes because you're the only one that can guess.
There we go.
Your favorite. You can't antagonize a fight and then claim bully when you get
I
what
don't
is
know
coming
the
to you.
answers.
That's
Okay.
Sheldon. Isn't that Richardson?
Whoa, you're on fire already. That's Sheldon Richardson, our
Good, Mike.
defensive lineman.
Whoa!
On what the narrative is missing about the Garrett Rudolph scuffle.
Plug your headphones.
Nice spelling, buddy. Moving on.
Where?
Rudolph.
Oh, how do you spell it?
Well, if he's really German, you spell it the way you spelled it.
Fat is spelled with a PH, not an F.
I'm lost. Next.
Okay. Moving on.
I met with Roger Goodell in New York, and he was a bitch. The meeting was bullshit. He already had the suspension in his hand. It is not a Brown or anyone related to the Browns.
It was. I can't
It's
remember.
got to be somebody retired.
It wasn't Antonio Brown, was it?
Nope.
It was shit. It was, who gets suspended all? It's gotta be Vontez Perfect then. I can't,
You
he
are
would-
2 for 2. You
He
are
would-
2 for 2.
He would be the one that would say something like that.
I put Vontez
I like it.
Perfect, dirty player,
Good
responding to
attitude,
his
man.
meeting with the NFL.
Well, there you go.
All right, guys, here's a doozy for you. Let's see if you're going to get this. Miles is gone, all caps, for the season, at least all caps. Deal with it.
You're a dick.
Someone's going 3 for 3.
That was me.
That is Brian C., fancaster, on the Cleveland Browns Facebook homepage.
Wow, that's the first time we've ever had that happen.
Someone tell me I'm wrong though.
I hope you're wrong. I hope it's 4 games.
I think you're wrong.
Okay.
I hope it's 4 or 5 games.
I'm not willing to bet on it, but I
I
can't.
think he may get suspended for the season, but not the playoffs if the Browns make the playoffs.
Ooh, that's a you heard it here first.
Which they probably won't, so it won't matter. But
Don't say that. Liz says having Joe Thomas right down the parking lot was sweet, like 10 steps.
And all they did was stare down at their paperwork the whole
we
time.
can talk about that.
It was a commercial break. They're just
I
catching up on
don't
their
think
stats.
I don't think they'd even started yet. They weren't even talking to each other.
You guys like the meme I put in there?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
Next,
very nice.
That's great. It's wonderful.
we just have to attack each day that singular focus. It goes throughout the week of practice, making sure we have guys in there knowing what they're doing so we can play fast.
And that sounds like
Baker or Freddie.
that sounds like coach speak. Is that a Freddie Kitchens ism? He's not going to
Anybody?
tell us.
No, we're 30 seconds behind. Okay, I guess I'll go.
Yeah, there you go. Come on, audience. Who is it? Who said it?
Who is it, audience? Come on, give us some guesses.
You know, that very
We'll
well
wait.
could be Landry. He
So
would
we got a
say-
Landry.
he'd
We
say
got a
some
Baker
bullshit
or
like
Freddie.
that.
We got a Freddie. We got a this sounds like coach speak. And we have no comments from the viewers.
Okay, well,
Well, one of you was right with half a
Baker.
guess.
I'll
Baker.
Baker.
Liz said Kitchens. It's not. All right, this next one. Who said the quote and who's he talking about?
I know. That's Kitchens talking about Chubb.
Oh, Garrett.
Wow, Brian. You brought your A game to the quotes game today. I'm glad
I'm
that we
telling
waited
you.
for you.
Thank you.
God, you don't even give me a chance to answer.
Hey,
You
he's
were-
too fast. By Jimmy Kitchenberg.
There, look at that. They're like twins. I love it. Jimmy, you got to try your best Southern twang.
Oh, that would not come out well, would it?
That's a tough one to do. You'd think it'd be easy, but it's not.
Polish off 12 of Pabst. You'll probably sound just like him.
Did you guys see those?
You don't wear orange and brown. You don't matter.
That was close enough. Not bad.
Yeah, dude. You
I've
could
heard
move.
worse.
You could move down south. Speaking of Paps, did you guys see those cases of 99 Paps for Christmas?
I thought that was a joke when I first, and then it's actually real.
Yeah, we got to go to Pennsylvania and get one.
You need like 3 people to carry the damn thing out of the store.
There's 3 fan casters.
Jesus. Yeah, there you go.
It's only
The cat off of the
$175.
table.
I'll road trip to Pittsburgh with you if you wear that fuck Pittsburgh shirt to the game.
I might do that. I want to go to Pittsburgh. I want to go to that game.
And you would wear that, right?
Can Stipe Miocic come with us?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you better bring about
Maybe
six
Miles
of
could. He's
them.
not doing anything.
What the hell did we just watch? I mean, we were going good until the last 8 seconds, and then it really was. What the hell did we just watch?
Well, I'm still, of the mindset that they wouldn't even have scored on that one drive if we didn't give them the whole field in penalties.
For sure.
Oh,
For
God,
sure.
It should have been 35-7.
That penalty drive was ridiculous.
You know, I mean, for God's sakes.
The amount of turnovers we had, and you'll see it. You'll see it coming up. Like, just when you look at Gillen's stats, how many punts he had.
Phenomenal punts. I'll tell you what, man, watching that guy punt in person was quite impressive, man.
Yeah. There was one, man, where he had it, and that boner stepped into the end zone. It's like, stop the ball, you moron!
It looked like it was spinning backwards, and I thought it was going to stop, and then it just went right in.
What's up, Kirk? Liz says they're going to Shitsburgh. Wow. Excited to see everyone in their Free Miles shirts.
Shitsburgh.
Wow.
It's puke. What did we just watch? That was an entertaining game. Although the second half, our offense kind of stalled out, but the first half was.
It was 14-0 at halftime. Then we gave them that drive, and then we laid it on them again with that wide open pass to Landry. What about that catch by that tight end?
Steven Carlson.
I was like, who is this? This guy was like going through his program, looking up the number.
We had to ask him, who the hell is number 89?
He goes, hold on.
Now that one drive that you just mentioned, how many fucking penalty yards did we give up?
The whole drive. It was like a 80-yard. Yeah.
Right, 70 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was awful. It was just like one right after the other.
Yeah. Oh man, let me see
stats?
here.
That's fine.
Yeah, stats are wonderful.
Baker was a 92.3. Longest was a 42. He was what?
Excellent.
17-32 isn't
excellent. There were a couple of passes that really sailed on him, and we had no idea where he was trying to go with them.
Yeah.
And John brought up a good question during the game. Why can't him and Odell seem to get on the same page so often? He just, it's like he's expecting him to go in, and he goes out, and he throws it over his head by 6 yards, and then everybody just looks around like, what the fuck was that?
Well, how about that post route on the first drive of the game?
Right. Isn't that the Jets play? Isn't that the same play they did with the Jets?
Yeah, which, by the way, was a touchdown.
Well, oh, my God, it was.
Well,
and they never show that damn replay.
They did show it. Remember, they showed it. It looked like he was about a half a yard short.
I thought they showed it on the big screen once, and then they didn't.
You don't get continuation. You don't get anything. Like, you don't.
No, where
it
your
just
knee
seemed like they
is
didn't
where the
really.
Ball is.
The knee, not the ball.
Down. It's where the ball is when your knee's down.
Though you're down when your knee's down, but it should be where the ball is. And they never really
wasn't in yet from what we saw on the big screen. But they didn't show it very often. It was like once or twice and gone. Just like the helmet bashing incident. For some reason, the Jumbotron just went straight to the 2 helmets. Like that.
Ed wants to know if he missed. Oh, by the way, what's up, Ronzel? Thanks for tuning in. Liz says third quarter was a joke, but I'm proud of the Brownies for not quitting. Ed wants to know, did he miss the Callaway getting cut discussion, especially after last week's conversation? And you're right, Ed. I did call Brian, and I asked him how he could continue to support such a miscreant, such a bum, such someone who we knew was going to get in trouble, and he really didn't have anything to say. He really didn't have anything at all to say.
You know,
so
you can't. You could barely get through that without fucking losing
I didn't put it into this show.
John is the king of supporting the Manzels of the league, the Gordons and the Callaways, and the discussion.
Free Vontez.
Definitely not me.
Yeah, if we want to revisit the discussion, it went like this: Antonio Callaway got cut. Okay, move on.
Yeah, no one cared. We got Damian. We got Damian Ratley.
No, we don't. We have Kadero
Hodge, Damian Ratley, Rashard Higgins. Okay, can we talk about Garrett Gilbert? He goes in there for one play and he loses a yard. That is unacceptable.
Oh, what a dick.
Wyatt Teller caught that ball. What the hell? He caught that.
We could talk about the fact
ball.
that Rashard Higgins obviously is in the doghouse and he's not going to get any playing time.
If Kadero Hodge is on the field more than Higgins is, something ain't right. And I know they asked Freddie this week how he even made it onto the roster. And he said he's an outstanding player on special teams.
Oh.
Who, Kadero Hodge?
Then there you have it, folks.
Okay.
Wow. What did Higgins do, man?
He did something, obviously.
Look at Kadero Hodge. That 1 foot. Wasn't that the dancing one?
That was impressive.
Where he caught it and then he was like, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, he faked out like 5 guys within a 5-yard span.
But he was still down when he first caught it.
He did.
Impressive.
He had 2 targets and he caught one of them for 41 yards. I mean,
hey,
how can you argue with that kind of production?
Hey, Kareem Hunt, another nice night.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What a pickup.
That one catch down the sideline where he turned around and shielded the defender, that was excellent.
Let's not talk about Nick Chubb, first to 1,000 yards. Now I know. Did anyone else get 1,000 yards after Sunday?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right, so first to 1,000 yards. We looked at each other and were like, how did he even get 92 yards? It looked like they were getting stopped, but he just kept clawing away, man.
Just kept plugging away.
We got Hunt as a beast. Tom says, told you Badge was the man. Who's Badge? Hodge?
I don't know. Maybe.
Come on, Tom.
Maybe.
Who's Badge?
Wyatt Teller. Oh, okay. Now I know.
Steven Carlson. 1 pass, 8 yards, 1 touchdown.
Actually, as of right now, Nick Chubb sits third with 1,011 yards behind Delvin Cook, who has 1,017, and he's got a bye this week, and Christian McCaffrey, who has 1,059.
Yeah, that
Christian McCaffrey went off.
You know what's kind of depressing? Steven Carlson has as many touchdowns as Odell.
1 catch, 8 yards, 1 touchdown. That's all you need, Steven Carlson.
Princeton, baby, Princeton.
Running out there and grab you.
Work smarter, Steven not harder.
Carlson jersey.
It's a good philosophy.
Can we go back to Garrett Gilbert? No, I'm just kidding. Let's go on to the defense. So, Morgan Burnett was balling out. I was going to call him the player of the freaking game.
Until
he tore his Achilles.
Yeah.
Tore his Achilles.
My gosh. But he was balling. He was having a great game. And, someone had to pick up the slack, and in stepped Joe Schobert.
And
excellent game for
Schobert.
Pro Bowler.
Career game.
Look at these
Pro Bowler Joe Schobert.
Look at these quarterback hits. Schobert 1, Schobert 2, Burris 1, Thomas 1, Ogunjobi 2, Richardson 1, Myles Garrett 3, Chris Smith 1.
Myles Garrett 3, huh?
He had 11 quarterback hits.
Most of them were on that last play.
Yeah, I think that was probably why he was so fucking pissed. He can blame that one on his coach.
Didn't have a game.
He can blame that one on his coach because they were still out there with X amount of seconds left, chucking it around the yard like they were going to do something. And they should have just said, "All right, guys, it's time to wave the white flag.
Right, well,
we're
talk
done.
About that now or after.
Get the hell out of here."
I didn't like Eli Anku's first 2 plays, but then he got a tackle for loss, and I eased up on him.
You didn't even know he was on the
I'm like,
field.
who the hell is that fat 91?
You had to ask who he was.
I'm like, I could be out there doing better than that.
Oh, man.
I honestly have no idea who that guy is, but whatever.
No idea.
I don't. I
Greedy
wish I could.
had 7 combo tackles, 6 solo, an assist, tackle for loss.
I'm gonna,
And he took a guy out of the game. I think he took Juju out, right?
I don't know. There was 3 guys going in there.
Okay, well, they sandwiched him and took him out of the game. Nice job.
well, here's what I can tell
Bounty
you so
gate.
far about
Yeah.
John's new favorite player. He came from the Jaguars. He played there. Eli Anku.
Anku?
Eli Anku. Okay.
That's all I can tell you. He played 2 seasons with the Jags. He only started 11 games.
So there's 3 people on this list that are not going to be in Miami. Is there any more? I see Morgan Burnett, Larry Ogunjobi, and Myles Garrett.
Burnett, Ogunjobi, and yeah, sure. And Demarius Randall, is he?
I think he's okay. Yeah, he's
Okay,
not
all right.
suspended.
Good.
Yeah.
He's
Seems
not
like
suspended.
there's somebody else, but
Well,
oh,
I mean,
what
unless
about
you want,
Burnett? Is he going to be back? Anybody know?
not as far as I know.
Damn it!
Do not believe.
He's not,
that
he hasn't
he's gonna be
practiced
back.
yet
Really?
this
Yeah.
week. Or he didn't practice
What's
today.
wrong with him?
His knee hurts.
Well, they said that. Like I said, it was speculated when it wasn't going to be a 1 or 2 week thing. It was more like a 4 to 6 week thing. So
Ugh.
don't
What's
know.
up? What's up,
We
Ray?
don't know the severity of it just yet.
Suck it up. Put a brace on.
Sheldrick Redwine is going to be in there more. Justin Burris is going to be in there more. They just signed another or elevated a safety from the practice squad. We're going to see a lot more Chad Thomas and what we have in Chris Smith.
Chad Thomas has been pretty decent, and Chris Smith is usually pretty good too. So
All right. Well,
you can't replace Garrett,
obviously. But I think it'll be a rotation of those 2.
But hell,
Rick-
we're playing the Dolphins, so you can't beat them.
Hey, I'm telling you what, don't sleep on them.
Why?
Don't
Coming up-
sleep on
They're
them.
coming off a 2-game win streak, and I think they average more points per game than we do.
Versus
With
the Jets
Magic?
and
I'm just saying. What
Hey,
I'm
did-
saying is what I'm saying.
did you see some stat? Fitzmagic crushes the Browns.
I'm not.
Yes, he
He's
does.
like
You know.
like under 30% against the rest of the league. Whenever that dude plays against us, he balls out.
You know,
Yes.
everyone is just, oh, well, that's a W. After the way this team has played for numerous games this season, I'm not putting
Yeah.
anything in the W
Oh,
column
you're
just
gonna
yet.
cheer him on to victory.
And with
Jesus.
no Ogunjobi
We're
and no,
going to be there.
I know.
John will
We'll
be guarded with his optimism as he usually
We'll win.
is. Looking for a good cup of coffee. That's how he spends most of the game.
found it.
I
Might get hot cocoa though, because I like your souvenir cup better.
I
Cocoa is
I will spend most of my time reminding people to stay seated, as I usually do.
Dontrell Hilliard ran one out of the end zone, or no, he
Javier Thomas.
took
Javier
a
Thomas.
punt. Javier Thomas ran one and went pretty far.
You know what?
got
That
to
guy
the,
looks kind of pretty good.
He went to the 26 that time,
See,
which had he taken a knee, he would have been at the 25.
Hey, as long as
got
you
an
make
extra
it to the
yard.
20 you make it to the 25 or past it, then I'm good.
Moving right along.
Everyone
Jamie
have-
Gillen, look at those punts. 8 punts.
Austin Seibert, did he have a
Not-
good game?
Not what you
No.
want to see. You not want to
No.
see our punter with 8 punts.
Should we be worried about Austin Seibert?
He missed 2 field goals.
And he didn't have a good week last week either.
No, it was the first 2 missed field goals of the season, wasn't it?
Yes.
What? Didn't he miss something?
He's been missing extra
He missed
points.
he missed an extra.
Right.
He,
So
he
now
missed the 40-some yard extra point because
So here's what we're getting with him. If he makes all of his extra points, he's missing
Landry
field
got
goals.
the taunting penalty. So
If he
they-
makes all of his
yeah,
field
I
goals,
mean,
he's missing extra points. Something's off. What are you
Well,
doing? Still, for a
I'd
rookie,
rather have him get in the end zone and miss the extra point. Don't miss the field goals. I'd rather take the 6 than 0.
Jamie Gillen, stud.
stud.
He's a stud, I guess.
Should we move on?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we should. Unless you want to
Just have some memes in there
Teams.
before we get to Here We Go Brownies.
Like it.
Rudolph, with your helmet not tight, won't you admit you started that fight?
All right,
Oh, how
moving
the
right
brownies.
along. Page break.
Page break.
Here's
Next
to you
up,
guys.
we got Here We Go Brownies.
Now these girls, I didn't recognize them, but somebody told me it's from the Bachelorette or the Bachelor, one of those shows.
No, it's one of the Housewives shows.
Housewives. Okay.
Yeah, I can't
Right.
tell you which one or why they're even on TV, but I know the wife likes to frequent those stations, and I get to
Okay.
view them every now and then. To which I always say the same thing: why the fuck are they always yelling at each other?
It's
Pretty much what they do. They argue, they yell, and they all
Right.
have really bad complexions, considering their.
yeah, it seems like that Bachelor show. That's all they do. But I thought that.
There you
Guess
go.
it's all the same.
I just like
It's-
that meme. It
it's a
never
great-
ends.
It is the never-ending meme. I wish it would.
So, among 127 qualifying defensive tackles, Sheldon Richardson ranks tied for 15th in defensive grade and tied for 16th in run stop percentage through 11 weeks.
And I think wasn't that something that we were talking about
you know what?
early in the season? We were hoping was not going to be a problem for us, and he's doing
Yeah,
all right.
like his stats don't jump off the page, but I guess if you're stopping the run, you're doing what we need you to do.
We're starting to backtrack into the stats here. We started to get away from where we were going with our penalties this past week. I know the one was like 4 on the same drive for like 70 yards.
Mhm.
But that changed it from like a 4 penalty game for 50 yards to an 8 penalty game for 121.
That was
And
terrible.
we basically gave them a whole field in penalties on one drive. It was
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
And people want to blame, the refs, they're just throwing flags out. No, they were fucking legit. What are you going to do? I mean, you don't coach penalties, but you sure as hell ain't coaching
Not to penalize, yeah.
Can I just say I hate when he says that too?
It doesn't mean anything.
It just
It's-
doesn't
it's-
mean
We
anything.
know
It
you don't.
sounds stupid. It sounds
That's
like
a-
somebody's
that's-
stupid.
Excuse me.
That's a Shermerism right there.
Like obviously, dude, no one does. You know?
Today
So
he said
dumb.
the biggest Shermerism I've heard in a really long time at the press conference. He said, if you hold on to the ball longer than the other team and you score more points, you're going to have a really good chance of winning that game.
Yeah,
And
he's
I-
really.
No shit. No shit.
Oh, come on, Freddie.
To which nobody called him out and said, well, no kidding, right?
Well, thanks, Pat.
Yeah.
My favorite of all time, though, is they asked
If you
him
score
about
more
the
points
call.
than the other guy, you're going to
No,
win
but-
the game.
There's about some call, and he goes, "Well, we had 2 choices. We could run,
Well, you
or
can
we
run
can
it or
pass.
you can pass it on third.
so we
right?
decided to run."
That's it. That was the best Shermer of all time. Where you can
That's all
either
he
run it or you can throw it on third down, right?
Right.
Well, you could. I mean, you could punt it. He left that one out. You could just, pooch kick
No,
it.
it was like 2nd down or something from like the 2 or I don't know. It was just he just never expanded on it. That's all he said. And just-
Just put more page breaks up. That's all we need.
Look at Schobert. 5 pressures, 5 defensive stops, and 4 receptions on 7 targets with 2 interceptions.
After
yeah,
this
he's
many,
going to Hawaii.
after
or
this many
Orlando.
years, I would think
He's
you'd be
going
able
to
to say
football.
his name correctly.
Schobert,
Pro Bowler
Fuck
Pro
yeah.
Bowler,
Joe Schobert.
Pro Bowl alternate Joe Schobert.
Regardless if he's an alternate or not.
Next slide.
You sure?
Oh God.
The Scottish
Snyder.
Hammer, Jamie
Snyder
Gillen,
Jr.?
dropped 7 of 8 punts inside the 20. He ranks 3rd third in punt rate and 2nd in return, and 1st in average hang time. What?
You know what? I can't get excited when your punter has to punt 8 times.
No, I know. But it's nice when you have a good punter. It's nice when
It's
you
great. I mean, he's a great toy to have in your back pocket when you need him. But it's 8 times.
Well,
We have to sustain a drive better than that.
The Steelers do have a good front 7. They really
Well,
do.
Oh, got to catch up on my. Ed says Randall wasn't defensive player of the game. No, he was not. What, for taking out that sorry wide receiver you put out there?
Whoa.
He got ejected.
He did get ejected, which I think a lot of us were kind of surprised about.
Oh, Demarius.
Yeah, generally you don't see.
Head-to-head
Ed,
targeting.
You don't. Yeah, that's more college than it is in the pros. Most of the time,
I
you get a
know.
personal foul, and they say, "Hey, if you
I-
get another one, you're out." They just threw his ass clean out.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously, no one in the stadium thought that was a good
that was a
call.
bullshit ejection. It was a bullshit call. That's why he didn't get fined or suspended. They should have
No,
never
he didn't.
ejected him.
He did not get fined.
Should have
was a
never. They should have never ejected him. It was ridiculous.
Well, I see a blue line. That's all I know.
Ed says it's a W this week for the Browns against the Dolphins. Chubb may run for 200. That'd be awesome. Liz
Is this
says
Eddie? Is that Eddie L? That's doing
It
all
is.
that kind
It
of-
is.
Oh my god! What is he drunk?
no. I think he probably knows the Dolphins' defensive tendencies to
Well, you know,
suck against the run.
I know I've said this before. Ed is a Pittsburgh fan, but he's also a knowledgeable football fan.
There
so
you go.
I gotta give him. I have to give him credit. He's not just out there spewing garbage.
It's good to have those guys in our side pocket.
Now, I don't know if Chubb will have 200, but between him and Kareem, they might both have well over
That'd be
200.
badass. As long as they don't pass all day.
Well, I like to see him pass the Hunt out of the backfield.
Liz says the
I do
memes
not
are
have a
fire
problem
this
with
week.
that.
Liz says the memes are fire this week, guys.
Well, Liz doesn't know you as well as we do.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz.
I
I
have a
work very
question.
hard on those memes.
Jimmy's got a question.
I mean, work very hard on stealing those memes from the internet. Yes?
If Freddie loses to the Dolphins this Sunday, will he be fired?
Oh, yeah.
no.
What?
If you
No.
lose to the Dolphins, does that seal your fate?
I do not believe so. I bet you he could lose every game for the rest of the season.
I
And he's gonna.
don't mean to call this, but we're not going to lose to the Dolphins.
You shut your mouth.
We
He's
wallop the
something-
Steelers. We're not going to lose to these guys, Brian.
I'm not
Come
saying
on,
that we
come on.
are, but I'm not saying we're losing. But
I
sure
wanna
as hell
see-
not guaranteeing a victory.
Well, I want to see a 27-3 prediction from you tonight.
I'll give a
Oh.
shit what you want.
Since you asked,
This team has proven that it
It's
can
time.
freaking deflate you in about 2 seconds.
With 8 seconds to go.
With 8 seconds to go, they can do some dumb shit. And you know that there's going to be plenty of Dolphins that are just going to be poking
Only the
bear.
Browns.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be
Only the
poking the
Browns.
Oh,
bear
yeah.
to see
Doesn't
if
feel
they-
like a loss.
Oh, I can't wait till next week's game. I'm already looking forward to that.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to Pittsburgh. Oh, we got our first prediction in already. 31-21. Browns winning. Double
Who is-
thumbs up.
Who is it, sir?
Liz.
Liz, 31-21. Wow, she's giving the Dolphins 3 touchdowns. You guys want to throw your hat in the ring here on this one? First of all, let me start off by
First
saying
of all,
it pains me to do this from last week. I hate to do this. I can't. I don't like.
Don't give
awarding-
Glenn the point.
Well, I was going to say I don't like awarding myself points. It's not fair to the
Did
rest
you
of the people.
get a point the second week in a row?
No, Glenn did, and I can't
Ah,
stand saying
see.
that out loud.
He knew he had it. That's why he put in
Ah.
his say. He gets his point and ran.
Well, you
Glenn.
know, it's from where we were in the scoring, Glenn's getting it by default only because his final score was Browns 20, Steelers 16, and he was the closest by far to.
That was
Yeah.
Oh, and he's in
The
here. He
actual
already has his
score.
prediction in. He's watching.
And
He
I was
knows what's
20 to
up.
17, so that makes me even more upset.
You got lucky, Glenn.
So I'll
All
have
right.
to, after next week, maybe I'll just run down where we are in the point standings.
A little bit more football knowledge from Ed, and then I'll get to his prediction. Connor ran for 145 versus the Dolphins. Browns have a better running game, and Chubb is top 3 at his position. 38-17 Browns.
Eddie L, 38-17. huh?
Love it.
We haven't scored 38 points since like week 4
I'm
or
going-
whatever the hell it was.
I don't know about the Dolphins' offense. I know they have Fitzpatrick, so I'm going to give them 10 points. I'm going to say 31-10.
One of the running backs just got arrested for domestic
And
violence.
he also got cut.
He's
the
not
ver- the
no, he
same
got
the
cut.
same day. He got the same day he got arrested. He was cut for punching a pregnant woman in the face or something.
Bye.
Glenn
Or-
is pointing to his head, says he's smart, and he says Browns 27, Dolphins 13.
Okay. Interesting.
Tom says Hodges scores a touchdown. Or you mean Hodge?
He really likes
It's
Tom
that.
really likes Kadero Hodge. He
It's that
does.
damn autocorrect.
There you go.
Hodge scores a touchdown. 31-14 Brownies.
Yeah, probably. I'm
Wow.
going somewhere in that range myself.
That is out of the 5 predictions
No.
so far. It's 31
I've got
points or
28.
more.
Well, yeah, well, what's your problem? I mean, we're playing the Dolphins, and you're like, hold on, guys. They've won 2 in a row.
It's not what you don't
Fuck
listen to the word that comes out. of my mouth.
31-17 Browns.
Okay, so far everyone has picked 31 to something.
All right, no, give me 34-14.
You know, you can't string bet, James. Once you throw it on the
34-14.
table, that's 34-14.
Yes.
Okay.
Ed
Go ahead.
says OBJ scores. He hasn't since the Jets game, so I will hold off on believing that you heard it here first.
Yeah, there you go. John, what do you did you already throw yours out there?
I did.
Wow,
I
you
threw out a 31-10er.
I'm missing Connie from the lot, Scott from the lot.
They're
I'm
not
missing
here.
I'm missing a bunch of people tonight.
They're not here.
Tom L.
No, not here.
Oh, wow, shocking.
Glenn got his in.
You
which-
got to have 8. Got to have 8 predictions or you don't win the prize.
Yeah.
Croatian Hammer? What happened to him?
He's eating dinner.
He's eating dinner.
I'm like,
What?
it's impossible for you to turn on a
Well, hey,
device while you eat dinner.
the hearse should be back this Sunday.
Oh boy.
Come and
Eat
see.
dinner at 8 o'clock.
Come and see us in E2 if you have nothing to do. We'll be making authentic Miami Cuban sandwiches this week, so
Oh, wow.
don't be shy.
There you go.
Just let me know if you're coming. That's all I need to know.
And if you want a sandwich,
Yes, that helps.
My porch boy said he wanted to go, but I don't think. My dad's
see.
birthday.
oh,
Is that the guy that lives in your laundry room wants to go, Mike?
now you're
He
going
wants
on the
to go.
22nd, aren't you? You're going for the Ravens game.
Is that
Yeah, I'll be at the Ravens game.
You mean Mike that his prediction was in the Patriots game 21-21
I will be at
tie?
the Ravens game, and then. Oh shit! How many home games do we have left?
3 after
Okay,
today.
yeah, we
No,
got Dolphins,
3
Ravens,
total.
Three total. I'm
Bengals,
sorry.
right?
Yeah, we
have
got Dolphins, Bengals,
and
Ravens.
Miami.
I could be at the Bengals. I'm definitely going to be at the Ravens.
Here we
Boom.
go. Could be, and it's a possibility.
I'm not coming home from the
Come
Ravens
on,
game
Jimmy.
until after my kids are asleep.
What?
That's 1 o'clock, right?
No, it's 9 p.m.
Oh,
or 8:30.
Wow.
right.
The Pittsburgh game got flexed to 1 o'clock. I guess. they
Yeah, we
want-
didn't talk about that, huh?
Well,
we got
you know,
demoted.
I'm pretty sure they didn't want people loading up on alcohol for 19 hours before kickoff.
Like how you guys can't be in prime time.
That is curious though. Why the fuck did they do that?
Because the NFL is so worried about
Well,
their
they also have a 4 o'clock game, and I think it's a bigger matchup. They wanted to make it one of the game of the weeks. I think it's the Ravens and somebody I can't remember.
How is Brown Steelers not the most?
I would prefer you would call it
anticipated game?
Brown Steelers 2.
2, exactly.
How is round 2? We should call it round 2.
You can't tell me it's not the most anticipated game. Come on, everybody would tune in. They're still going to.
All right, guys, we got to get the flock out of here. Here we go, Brownies. Here we go. See you next Wednesday.
Give me the Browns this weekend.
Oh, you didn't do your prediction?
30-10.
Oh, see, you're in the same ballpark as all of us. Why are you talking?
No,
Like we could lose.
I didn't say that. I said don't sleep on them. That's all I'm saying. Don't write it off as a W already. Let the Browns prove something that they're actually starting to play as a team.
That's right. I will not cheer until the second
No,
quarter.
see that
waiting
guy
for them
behind
to
me?
prove it.
He's going 150. 150.
Go
Wow.
Chubby Chub.
Yep.
I like the way
Ed says
John-
Ravens Rams is
Jimmy
the ones
thinks.
there. Is the ones
Is that-
that are go.
Is that Ravens Rams? Is that what it is?
Look, that's what he said. I would bet he knows more than me.
Well, he
Rams
probably-
low.
Liz says go Browns.
All right. Go Browns.
Any last
That's-
words there, Jimmy K?
That's
Later,
it.
bitches.
Ah.
See ya.
Later.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Browns on Odell Town Road. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. Gonna take my dogs to the Super Bowl. I'm gonna find Odell in the end zone. I got Odell running the flat, touchdown with a snatch. Teammate holding back and the stadium is packed. Riding with my dogs, ha, Baker getting blocked. Browns ain't bad for wounds, yeah, it's cause Cleveland rocks. Ain't nobody fourth down punting. Yeah, the Browns ain't punting. Steelers fans are scared of us, and every team we crush it. Baker's the X Factor, we got the last laughter. Favorite in division, you can go and ask them. Draft day was our movie, new regime and new team. We used to be gloomy, now we getting loosey. Ain't nobody fourth down punting. Yeah, the Browns ain't punting. Steelers fans are scared of us, and every team we crush, yeah.